Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon. Welcome to a twin flame energy check-in reading. So we're basically just going to have a conversation back and forth between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And since you are the majority of my viewers, divine feminine, I'm going to be speaking to you from your perspective. So anyways, you guys just take what resonates for you and get rid of anything that doesn't. These decks will be listed down below, as well as this beautiful organite. So let's dive right into these messages. What is the divine masculine right now wanting to say to this divine feminine? What is the energy? What is the conversation? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shuffle this deck real good, and then we're just going to take it one card at a time from the top. Okay, so I'm going to put this deck like this. This is the divine feminine tarot. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter's energy tied to Sagittarius. Is this path for me? So what's very interesting here is that this masculine feels destined. He feels a destined pull towards this feminine. He does feel this distinct, just kind of attraction to go down this path. So if you guys are in a separation, no contact, it might be that he's feeling guided right now to reach out to you. He's feeling guided to maybe make a move or walk down this path with you once again. Feels drawn to it, okay? So let's see what your energy is. Oh my gosh, you guys, you saw me? I just completely shuffled these decks. It's a match. The Wheel of Fortune. Where do we go from here? Very interesting. So you guys are both kind of questioning right now, what's next for this connection? What's the next cycle? This is interesting. 10-10. So it could be that you guys are seeing a lot of 10-10s right now. I think that that's like I know 11-11. I think that 10-10 on the twin flame journey, there's some significance with those numbers. So definitely look them up. So if you guys are seeing a lot of those numbers lately, those are angel numbers that have a message for you. But both of you guys are basically feeling this destined call, this destined pull, right? Is this path for me? And where do we go from here once we choose this path? So I feel like right now you guys are kind of both questioning what's the destiny and the fate of this connection or this journey. What's next? When is this new cycle going to begin? So let's go ahead and see what else the masculine is getting. Ooh, we have another 10. So 10-10-10. Wow. My feelings overwhelm me. This masculine is feeling very overwhelmed with what he is feeling right now, divine feminine. Maybe that he is on fire with that wand's energy. Feels like he just can't handle the separation any longer. He feels like he can't handle something that, maybe he's trying to figure out. So he's very overwhelmed with this question, is this the right path for me? Maybe he's wanting to take some sort of action, break this no contact state, wanting to message you to get clarity. So that could be happening very soon. Ooh, Temperance, Sagittarius energy again. So there's something about Sagittarius. Sagittarius Jupiter is all about expansion, growth, our belief systems, just ascension in general for me, spiritual ascension. I'm learning to trust the process. So I feel feminine. It's like your questioning of this is like, where do we go from here? Where you go from here, feminine, is that you're going to learn to trust that whatever is meant for you will simply be. And so I feel like you're not in that energy where you're going to be chasing this masculine down, hunting him down for this answer. What are we doing? Where do we go next? No. I feel like you're in a very chill energy, and this masculine seems like he's in more of an intense energy of wanting to pursue you and figure this out and know. So you're chill, and he's very much kind of in this anxiety state of on fire with passion, wants to know what's happening. So I feel like this is going to push him to pursue you to find out where you're at, divine feminine. We have the Lovers. Is this real or am I imagining it? Very interesting. This is Gemini's energy. So again, a lot of questions on the masculine's part, and I feel like this will motivate him to want to get the answer to these questions. Is this real, or is this just something that I have in my head? Is there something extraordinary about this? Or is this just something else? I feel like he wants clarity, feminine. Yep, and for you, you're just hanging out. You're not chasing. You're not running around. You're not trying to figure out, it's not that you're not trying to figure out anything, but you're not in the same heightened, intense state that this masculine is in. Okay? Hangman, Pisces energy, it's Neptune. Basically, you're just kind of hanging out, and instead of focusing on being confused and feeling all these things, you're basically just going within yourself, and you're learning to trust your own internal compass. And your own internal compass is telling you this. You're just trusting the process. So do you see it's a totally different vibe here? Masculine, I feel, with this Gemini's energy is kind of in his head. If Mercury or something like Mercury may be going retrograde and something, I think there's something going on right now. I can't really remember. But that could be a part of the intensity that he's feeling right now. Sometimes when there's certain things that go retrograde with Mercury involved, we think a lot about the past. We think a lot about, things that have happened in the past. And so I feel like this masculine is in his head about you, divine feminine, and what he wants to do with this connection. Maybe confused by it, where it went wrong, what he could have done differently, etc. So he needs clarity. And I feel like you, feminine, you're kind of just chill, and you're trusting the process, and you're just trusting your own energy and path right now. So it's quite different. So even though you guys are both in this Wheel of Fortune state, it's a little different. Okay, so we have Three of Swords. Something is in the way. Now that could be an external thing. Maybe there is something in the way. Masculine could be in another relationship. Feminine could be in another relationship. Maybe both of you guys are, or neither of you are. But the Three of Swords usually is an indication here that there could be third party. Now, third party doesn't always have to indicate another romantic partner, but it could be that maybe there's an addiction in the way. There's a responsibility, a karmic cycle that's still in the way. Whatever it is, it seems to be a little bit of that roadblock on the way to clarity with you, feminine. So something could be in the way that's preventing this masculine from just coming towards you and getting this all cleared up like today. Okay. Everything's coming full circle. Again, very much this process that you're just trusting. This is connected to Saturn. You know what's funny? I almost feel, feminine, that you know that your masculine is going through some sort of a karmic lesson or cycle or phase right now, and you're just letting it play out. That's what I'm getting for you. You know it's necessary for ascension. It may have been a burden on you for a while because maybe you've been, and I don't feel like you've been in a waiting period or a holding period. I just feel like this is just where you've stood with your masculine for a little while, is that he's been working on himself, or he's just been maybe screwing around. I don't know. And you've just kind of accepted that that's where he's at, but you haven't stopped living your own life, and that's good. You're just kind of accepting that, things have to come full circle. People have to come to their own conclusions. People are only going to realize things on their own time, not because we, force those lessons down their throat. So you've just kind of stood back and let this masculine figure things out for himself. Wow. All right, we have Four of Wands. Masculine still feels connected to you, still has this fiery passion for you, feminine, still feels bonded to you, which is what those words say. So he still feels like there's something there. There's something left for your connection. There's still enough juice there in order to build upon. There's still definitely something there. And we have, this is a lose-lose battle. Yeah, so right now, in order to either maybe be together right now or work on this connection right this second or commit to each other right now, you see this, feminine, as maybe not being the best goal right now. And it may be because you know that there's something in the masculine's life that he still needs to figure out. He still needs to recover from something. He still needs to maybe absorb a karmic lesson. So there's something here where you're very aware that there is a problem, and that to kind of come together and try to work on this right now, it may not be the best timing right this second. Timing might be later, but right in this moment, it may be that that's not the best thing, and you know it deep down. So you're kind of trusting this process. Makes sense. I love this. So to me, this is very much connected to the reading that I did, the weekly Divine Masculine reading. This masculine right now is not stuck, but he's Two of Swords right now, stuck in this karmic cycle where he's still not 100% ready to see everything clearly. He's on his way towards the light, because it says seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. He's still in the tunnel, though, is what I'm getting here. He's making his way towards the sun, towards the light. So this to me is connected to the masculine. The masculine is making his way towards the light. And I feel like you know that this is where this masculine is at, feminine. So you're just accepting that that's where it's at right now, and you're okay with that position. I will hear you out, and you will be ready when the masculine is ready to hear him out. So I don't see you, feminine, basically telling the masculine, I'm not going to hear your truth. I'll actually hear it out. I'll read your message. I'll consider it. If you bring me your truth, if you match me in my Queen of Swords energy, which is you're going to bring some truth, you're going to act with integrity, okay, I'll hear you out, you know? So I do feel like you're very much in the Queen of Swords energy, and the Queen of Swords will have that conversation with this masculine, or at least consider what he has sent you in the form of a message. And according to that reading that we did yesterday, it's very much, and it's so funny because I'm using the same exact tablecloth. Maybe the energy is still here for that reading. I don't know. I just didn't, I don't know. I just grabbed it again. How funny is that? So anyways, if you guys watch that reading, it may be that this particular reading does resonate with you. But yeah, that King of Swords energy is very much about, if you come to me in king form, I will hear you out, or I will at least consider this information that you're sending my way. Now we have the King of Pentacles. I want to build a life with you. Okay. So there's some king energy here. You want to come correct. You want to come forward. You want to offer me something of value here. You want to grow. You want to commit. All right. I'll consider it. I'll hear you out. I'll see what you're talking about here. But unless you're coming in with this offer, I know that I deserve this. So if this is not what you're coming with, then, you know, I'm going to continue to just realize that this might not be the best time for us. Knight of Cups. Ooh, I never want this feeling to end. Okay, very interesting. So what I'm getting here is a little bit of this future encounter between the two of you guys. I do see that some of you guys might actually, once this masculine comes forward with this cup, you guys spend time together and you find yourself being completely just like in this like whirlwind again with this masculine. But what I'm getting for you, feminine, because your feet are so firmly planted, you're in that very strong Queen of Swords energy. It doesn't mean you have to remain in the Queen of Swords energy, but don't forget it. Don't forget it. It can't be that all is just chucked away. Yes, all can be forgiven, but don't forget. You can forgive, but don't forget, okay? Because it needs to be a reminder to you of maybe where things went awry, or where maybe you could have, been stronger or just in your truth before, you know what I mean? So whatever mistakes were made, you guys are both going to need to learn from those. And if this is not being offered, I do feel, feminine, instead of getting carried away, that's Pisces energy, Knight of Cups, Neptune. It's a nice fantasy, but is it something that's actually going to last? So what I'm seeing here is it may be that when you do have this encounter, if this is where it goes, you are going to need to keep your feet still planted on the ground. Don't allow this masculine to come in and say these things. These actions need to speak louder than the words, is what I'm seeing here. So I'm not trying to predict that that's going to happen. I'm just saying it's very easy to get swept away in a feeling, but forget that people do need to work hard to regain your trust, or if they do want to be with you, they are going to have to show you something where they are serious. It can't just be words. That's very interesting. Okay, I like this because this is actually something that came up in the reading just yesterday. This masculine was in the Nine of Pentacles, remember? And it paired up with the Ten of Pentacles, which was financial security. So I'm working on myself. I'm improving myself in order for me to be able to come forward and to offer you something of value. So I do feel like the intent is here. The intent behind this action, the intent of even coming towards you, it's not to waste your time. It's actually to offer you some sort of a new beginning. I really love that. I asked and the universe delivered. Feminine, it might be that this is what you wanted all along. You wanted this to manifest, and I feel like you're getting it. The magician is a very magical being. The magician, it's not that they get everything that they want, but they know how to manifest things. And perhaps maybe you knew that by improving yourself and working on yourself would eventually, like what you're invested in would eventually pay off. And I just feel like the magician is the one in a way with the power. And it's not saying your masculine has no power, but to me, you're in a very powerful position. It's like this masculine is proving himself to you, not the other way around. So maybe the tables have turned. Maybe that's not the way it was always in your connection. But this masculine is proving himself to you. And that's, I feel, the way that it needs to be this second, however many times it is around. Yep, Eight of Wands, can't hold back. Very intense energy towards you, feminine. This is also communication and forward movement. So I do feel like this masculine is making a move towards you, not the other way around. That also came up in that reading. And Ace of Wands, you are the fire in my soul. So you guys still have a lot of passion and fire towards each other. But the 8 is like volume. You're on volume 1. Your masculine's on volume 8. Okay? And it may be that you're playing it cool. And I just feel with this can't hold back, I'm just saying if this masculine does come back into your life, make him earn it. Make him earn it, feminine. Do not give in too quickly. Do not jump right back into, the sheets. Do what you can to remain in this state of just be poised and graceful and continue to be a little bit of a mystery, because I just feel like this masculine really needs to earn this here. There needs to be a period of courting you. There needs to be a period of earning your respect and knowing that things are not going to be the way that they were before. And I feel like this will be good for this masculine. I really do. Okay. We have 5 of Cups. So we have Drowning My Sorrows. That's very interesting. There could be a little bit of this addictive behavior for the masculine to kind of like focus on the past, focus on what's already happened, kind of feel sorry for himself and not be able to be strong enough to get past all this crap that's happened in the past. I feel like the desire to be with you is stronger than this past stuff. I feel like the desire to know what you guys have or what you guys could have or where it's headed next is stronger than this 5 of Cups, because all the energy that we've seen so far is quite strong. This to me is one of the only cards that's like, besides the 3 of Swords, which something is in the way. It's very easy to fall back into old habits. So that's what I actually feel like this message is all about. So feminine, you will need to be the stronger person in this situation. You are going to have to be a little bit of the queen that is advising the king on how to run the kingdom. And I don't mean that in like a derogatory way at all. It's just a figure of speech. It's kind of like when you watch the movie 300. The queen has so much influence on that king. Of course, at the end of the day, he's going out into the battlefield and he's making big moves and all this other stuff. But man, he is consulting his queen. She is the voice of reason. And I'm just getting that is what you are in this masculine's life. You really are kind of running the show, but it's not in a way where it's obvious. Okay. And it's not about control or anything like that. But I feel like you're going to have to be stronger in this reunion when it does come back around. Yep. Look at that 9 of Wands, because you went through a lot. I feel like in the past, because the 5 of Cups is about the past, sadness, disappointment, depression, been through a lot of crap for sure. You don't want to go through that again, do you, feminine? And even though, people are people could technically, have a free will to screw up and do things again. There's no guarantee here, but I feel like you're not wanting to do that again. So if you don't want to waste your time or you don't want your time wasted and you don't want to feel that same old pain, you are going to make sure, like the queen here in this card, that you're going to take a different direction, that you're going to handle things a little bit differently this time, and it's going to work out in your favor. So I feel like you, Divine Feminine, you're calling the shots here this next time around. Okay? Because I feel like this masculine may have a tendency to kind of try to fall back into old patterns. And it's not like you're not letting him. It's just that the way that you're interacting with him this time, it's different. So it's more uplifting, and not to say it wasn't before, but it's just having a different kind of an impact on him. And I feel like that's just going to be better for you guys in the future. All right, so let's go ahead and get one more card. Ooh, Ace of Wands. I'm hungry for you. Okay, we know that this masculine is really, really fiery and hungry for you, feminine. There's a lot of desire here. And that's why I'm just like, ooh, you know, it's funny because it's like I'm getting, oh, he's on an 8, you're on a 1. Now he's on a 1, you might be on a 9. So it's just like, you guys got to balance this energy out. Like, it's there. Let's not pretend we don't want someone. It's freaking there. But let's not get carried away. Let's be stronger. Let's, you know, I don't want to go down this road again. So I actually am getting for you, feminine. If you guys are in a heated like reunion and it's the first time you've seen this masculine in a long time, do not slip into the sheets, because I just feel like you need to be stronger than that. And I'm not trying to say like people are weak if you do that, but there needs to be some significance on you're going to earn it. Yep, because we have feeling the rejection. Oh my God, you're going to have to reject this masculine, you guys. This is crazy. You have to. It's not saying that you have to reject this masculine in like in a way where you're punishing him, you're hurting him, you know, you're making him feel stupid or something like that. No, but it just means like you have to basically say, you know, that just isn't that's not the road I'm on at this moment. You know, I may be open to something like that in the future, but at this time, I just actually don't think that that's the best thing for us right now. I'd like to see us get to know one another all over again. I'd like to see us kind of build back our connection. You're going to have to be very strong. You're going to have to be very convicted in this. So it's funny because this little conversation, there's some of it where this is how you guys are feeling right now, but then this is some kind of future forecast. I feel like there is a reunion on the horizon. And what came through the Divine Masculine Weekly was something taking place in like May or June or summer. So I feel like this is basically the projection of that future here and how it would need to be handled. So I hope that that's helpful for somebody today. And thank you guys again so much for choosing to watch this reading. All right, you guys, take care. Bye-bye.